Hey everyone, we're back, and this is another trailer for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. This wasn't shown at E3 to my knowledge. It was shown at an event celebrating the music of Final Fantasy VII. I think it's a Symphonic reunion, I think it was called. And I think Square Enix is having a press conference later today. Today's Monday, June 10th. But they released this short trailer for us, so let's see what they show. Will they show us anything new? Will Tifa be shown? Let's see. Oh my gosh. It's like the game.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves adults,
Heidegger.
sir.
You think he's a keeper?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's the train. Nice.
This couldn't have been us.
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor.
Help me!
What? What's going on? Adding in a lot of new elements, I guess. Yo, release date. Alright. Interesting. Cool. So March 3rd, 2020. Looks like the first quarter of 2020 shaping up to be an interesting few months because you have this, you have Cyberpunk 2077, and whatever other games are going to come out in like the first 4 months, 3 to 4 months. But just looking at the trailer or analyzing the trailer itself, that first shot of Cloud looking up at the reactor is like, oh man, that's like from the original game. It's like from the bombing run. It's just all this nostalgia just came back to me. But I'm really curious about if they're gonna like dive into whether the things they're doing or whether the things that Avalanche is doing is right or wrong. Because you have that brief scene of Biggs and Wedge discussing like um, the consequences of their actions. You know, like maybe setting off a bomb inside a reactor. Um, it's not as I guess safe as they think. You know, maybe it affects people around living in the area, right? Also, you have Heidegger in there, so and President Shinra is like, all right, we get to see some of the other board members, and then I want to see if they show Reeve sometime soon. Um, let's see what else. I'm curious about that last portion of the trailer because you have Aerith. I know she's an ancient, she's a Cetra, but at the same time, it's like we don't really see the manifestation of her, I guess, speaking to the planet or with the planet. And maybe what she saw is like malevolent, I guess, beings that are connected to the planet. Maybe they're good and bad, and maybe she's being attacked. I don't know. Because we have to remember, this is not a one-to-one recreation just in HD. It's a full-out remake. Similar to how Capcom remade Resident Evil 2. It had like the same core, but elements are changed and switched, and maybe the story for Final Fantasy VII will stay mostly the same, but maybe they'll add in elements, maybe switch things up. So we'll see how that goes. But um, I'm kind of glad that it's coming soon, but at the same time, I'm still not happy that it's going to be released in parts. But granted, if they give us like a fully fleshed out, very in-depth Midgar to explore with this game, I'm all for it. So March 3rd, 2020, are you excited for the Final Fantasy VII Remake? Have you played the original Final Fantasy VII? What other Square Enix games do you think needs a remake? Not just Final Fantasy, but any Square Enix game. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, thanks for hanging out. See you in the next video.